Alright, so Old is the latest movie from M. Night Shyamalan, and it stars Gael Garcia Bernal, Vicky Krieps, Rufus Sewell, Alex Wolff, Liza Scanlon, Tomasa McKenzie, bunch of other people. And it's about a group of people who are on vacation. They all kind of meet each other while on vacation. They're all on this island. And they all start realizing that they're rapidly aging, and they're taking their entire lives, all their years, and condensing it all in one day. And now they gotta try to figure out what's going on, how to stop it, if they can. So this was a movie I was actually really looking forward to for a lot of reasons. One, I think the premise sounds very intriguing. It's something that I haven't really seen in a movie, as a movie in a long time. Also, M. Night Shyamalan is someone that I'm gonna be interested in no matter what. Because, when he's good, he's really good. When he's bad, he's hilariously bad. And right now, he's kind of, in a mix. Sometimes his movies can be really good, like something like Split, or they could be pretty disappointing, like Glass was. So, this movie, it's not awful. It's not M. Night Shyamalan awful like Last Airbender or After Earth or Happening or Lady in the Water, but this is somewhere in the middle there. It's somewhere around where The Visit is, which is not necessarily the greatest movie, but it's not really awful either. So there are things in this movie that I actually really do like. I do think the premise is very interesting, and I do like the way that they handle certain aspects of this movie, like how I'm trying not to spoil it because there's probably going to be a lot of spoilers for this movie out there already. But I do like the way they kind of adapt to certain events in this movie. They discover something in one scene and then they use it to their advantage later. Surprisingly, characters actually do smart things in a horror movie, which is surprising. Especially for an M. Night Shyamalan movie. People do smart things in a horror movie. Also, it looks incredible. I think the cinematography is really great throughout the entire movie. Also, the acting is mixed overall for me. Some performances I think are good, but then some of them are not good. There's a couple of performances I think are really good, like Gael Garcia Bernal. I thought he was really good. Rufus Sewell, I thought he was really good. The actor who plays the rapper in the movie, I thought he was really good too. Some of the other actors are fine, not really fine. I'm trying to remember. A couple of the other actors I thought were good, Abby Lee as this egotistical model. I thought she was good. Also, the kids are surprisingly really good in this movie, too. And kind of, something about them, when they, grow up, and it does seem kind of interesting, how they handled that situation. How their acting kind of adds to it. Again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I might do a spoiler review of this movie, because there's a lot to talk about with this movie that there are a lot of spoilers for. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. Also, it does handle a lot of serious subject matters. It deals with, growing old, obviously. It deals with lost time and how people deal with time, and deals with all these things that people eventually get as they get older, obviously dementia or it handles a lot of subject matters very well, and I'm trying to avoid talking about a lot of the subject matters that are brought up in this movie because there's a lot in this movie, but then again, it's pretty much a lifetime for all these people. So it's definitely I do think it's very engaging. I do think it's actually kind of a very thoughtful movie in the sense it's a lot of the smaller moments are really good and a lot of the smaller details are really good, but the larger picture, again with an M. Night Shyamalan movie, the larger picture just does not make sense. It really just doesn't. Let's get into some of the things I really didn't like about this movie. Some of the actors in this movie I really didn't care for. There was this nurse on the island as well, and his line delivery just didn't work for me. Also, the main mom of the movie, Vicky Krieps, I thought she was really good in Phantom Thread. Here, she's just reading lines. It just didn't really feel like much to me. Also, of course, there's some random things that M. Night Shyamalan, of course, usually does, his awkward use of exposition, which is just really awkward at times. And again, in one of his movies, you over-explain things that don't need to be explained. and you don't explain things that should be explained. But no, it just doesn't work. It's so annoying. Also, some things kind of just randomly happen only for like plot convenience. Like there's something that happens to the nurse and his wife, and it just felt random. It just didn't really feel like it was natural. It just felt like we just needed to have something. Meanwhile, there's like a moment in this movie where it's like it shows something freaky that also happens on this island. And then there's a scene later on in the movie that kind of contradicts that. There's actually a couple, but it just is like, okay, when does this movie follow its own logic and when does it not? Again, M. Night Shyamalan, I guess, even when he's, I'll explain later. And meanwhile, the twist ending. I'm not going to spoil it here, but to me, this is a twist ending that's about as good as the one in Signs, or the one in The Village, which are honestly kind of laughable to me. Yes, I have the Signs Blu-ray. I do think it's an alright movie overall, not including the twist, but still. So, Old is a very interesting movie. I do want to talk about it a little bit more with a spoiler review, maybe. But overall, I think even though the premise is engaging and it looks great, and some of the performances are decent, and I do like how it handles a lot of the events that happen, how it handles a lot of subject matters, and it does make use of a lot of things. I feel like it doesn't really. It's just base level at the same time. It doesn't really go there. It brings up the idea and then it's gone. Or it just wraps itself up. It's an interesting movie to watch at some points. I don't know if you really need to go out to the theater to see it, but you can wait the 17 days or whatever. Yeah, it definitely has some good performances. I do like the way it's handled. There are just some things that I wish were handled a lot better. And again, I can't really talk about it unless I do like a spoiler review for this movie. So right now, I'm going to give Old 2.5 out of 4 stars. Stream it. So I'm planning on doing an Old spoiler video because there's a lot to talk about with this movie. And also, I'm going to try sometime in this week to rank all of M. Night Shyamalan's films. At least his major ones from like The Sixth Sense till now. So I'm going to try to do that soon. What is your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? What is your least favorite? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel. This is Pat, and stay safe.